Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a skirt. What happened is that there's somebody who told me that they don't know how to do the skirt with the ruching at the side. So I'm going to show you guys a very easy trick to do, okay? So let's go. Alright, so I have a skirt pattern, alright, and it's just from a regular bodycon dress. I just took the skirt section part of it and I put it on cardboard. Okay, so here's my mannequin. Okay, and I want it as a mini, so I want it around here, which is around 14. I'm gonna go around the back. Okay, and 14 is too short. I'm gonna bring it to around 17 because she have a lot of butt. Okay, let's do this, and I'm gonna do it 17 inches down. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna right here to say this is the okay. So here's my skirt. There's the top of the skirt, and I don't want it with just that fabric. I'm gonna get another fabric so you guys can see the difference in what I'm doing. Okay, so I have this as red. I think I'm gonna try and find red. Hold on. I don't think I have enough. Hold on a second. Okay, so here's the front. Make sure that it's straight on here. All right. So I have it on top. So this is going to be back and this is going to be the front. Okay. And we're going to play with this today. All right. So this is the front part of this. So I'm just going to put my little notch in the middle. This is the middle. That's right there. Put a little pin right there for you to see. That's the middle right here. Okay, guys. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay, so this is the front of my skirt. Okay, and I want it to gather up. All right. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be using my this little elastic band right here. Okay, it's gonna be your friend. Okay, so want it right here. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Hold it on that side. What I'm doing is putting this down. I'm not stretching it or anything. Okay. I want it straight, so I have this line as a guide. Okay. And I'm going to cut it right here. Okay, so this is my... So basically what I'm doing, I'm using this, and as you know, there's a seam in here. I'm going to be stitching in the middle and at both sides. All right. And we're going to be using let's use black thread. Okay, let's do that. So let me finish pinning this down. Okay, so this is on the wrong side. Okay, it's going to be looking like that. All right, let's go ahead. Black thread, regular thread, and my bobbin is the red. Okay, so here is my fold over elastic. I didn't fold over. All I'm going to be doing is stitching zigzag on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to make it bigger that you guys can see. Right, so there it is. And remember this pin, so this is the top of the top. This is the top of my waist. This is my skirt, and all I'm doing is stitching right here. Come down. I'm going to be right there. Okay, so see where I'm at, and I'm going to put my zigzag to a 2.5 and a 1.5. Okay, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're going to start right here. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's look at this. So here's the black. I stitched on one side. There it is. I'm going to stitch down the other side now. Okay, so remember, I stitched this side. Okay, see, I stitched this side. Okay, all I'm doing is stitching it down. I'm doing on the edges. Okay, so that's edge, and then I'm going to do the next edge. Okay, make it big for you guys to see what I'm doing. So this is the edge I just finished stitching, right at the edge, not in the middle, at the very edge. Okay, and you want the smallest zigzag, and I'm going to be doing that on this side. Okay, so let us look at this. We stitch it down. We stitch this one side down, one side down. So I hope you guys can see it. There it is. I stitch this side down, this side down. In the back, because I have the bobbin at red, you can't see it. There it is. Okay, so there it is, one ear on. So what I'm going to do, remember, this is the fold over elastic, and it have a little middle section. I'm going to sew right in the middle right now, right here, right in this middle. So I'm going to be using the zigzag again. All right, right in the middle. So if you guys can see, we'll make it another bigger. See, I'm right in the middle. So I'm just going to stay right there. Okay. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Straight stitches. Let me see. Sorry, guys. 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. You can see it in there. That you can see 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So here's the skirt. All right. This is the skirt. All right. So here it is. The back. This is the back. All right. So I'm putting the right sides together. Okay. There it is. All right. So what I'm going to be doing is pinning this, guys. We're going to pin this, okay? So I'm going to pin it because I don't want this to be running all over the place, okay? So I'm going to pin it down. All right. Pin it. And make sure no pin is in the way. Okay. Make sure you make it stay flat, all right? You don't want to run in no problem. And thank God it's flat now. I can, whatever is not. All right, so. Okay. So it's flat. As you can see, it's flat, but then, see? That's what I'm telling you. Some of these nets walk over the place. Okay. Took it off. Like this. All right. Let us try it on our mannequin. So. Here's my skirt. Here's my back. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, if you guys can see, I'm going to put it closer. This is where I'm going to push that through, which is my elastic. All right. And then this is going to be up like this. So let's finish up. Let us put our elastic through, and then we're going to put the band on this, okay? Okay, guys. So, here's the skirt. Okay. There it is on the right side. Up. There it is. All right. Now, ooh. Okay, guys, let us use this. All right. What I'm going to do is push this through. Use this. Push it right here. Oops. Let me close this up. Pushing it down. Okay. Okay. And there it is. All right. And we're going to grab this and push it through. I'm going to lock it up. I'm going to push it right through. so I push it through. There it is. Okay. And what I'm going to do is all I'm doing is pushing it through. So let me show you what I did. Look at the back. So I push it on one side. That's the other side. See? So I only push it through one side, which is this. There it is. Okay. And now we're going to put it through. I can just leave it like that. You know what? Make it make sense. I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave it out. Right here. Okay. I'm just going to pin this down. Because I don't want it moving. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to leave a little bit like here that you guys can see. We're going to do the other side. Right? Okay, and then I'm going to push this through. Okay, there it is. So I want you guys to see what we did. So I'm going to make this straighten out. So here's a tool. There it is right there. Okay. And I'm just going to make this flat for you guys. I don't want to curl up yet. Okay. Guys, so what I'm going to do is, okay, there it is. I'm holding on to it because I don't want to push, make it go back through, you know. So I want it to lay flat for you guys to see. And then I'm going to cut it to match this one right here. All right, so let us put it flat that you guys can see it. Okay. So this is what I did. Here is the two of them in the middle. There it is, guys. This is the first one. This is the second one. I use my regular fold elastic. I use the black. Okay. I stitch it down. And we can look at the stitches. Okay. It's the smallest zigzag. That's the first one. And I did the two ends first. Then I do in the middle. If you look at the back, it looked like this. So all I did was a tunnel to push this through. Okay? All right. Okay. Now we're going to put my Vassiani band on it, right? So I stitch it down. Open it. And I'm going to stitch on the top right here because I want the black to show. Okay. So I'm stitching it down. The way I put my band on, I put it on top. And I'm going to zigzag it with the smallest level. I'm not going to cut this off. I'm going to keep it and make it show it to the end. Okay? Okay, guys. So we're ready? Let's go. So I'm going to start at this right here. Put that on the top of it. Right there. And I make the zigzag really, really small. Okay? So guys, ready? See? All I'm doing is this and put it down. Okay? All right, let's go. right here. Okay, take your time and sew, because remember this is thick. Okay, so I normally take my sweet time and go over it. Just right there. And then I go. Okay. Okay. Guys, this is what I did. I did this. The smallest stitch. And because I'm the black and white, you can't see it. Okay? So let me finish neaten this up. And then I leave this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch this down. You know what? Let me do it with the black. But you wouldn't use the black. You would have used the red. Okay? So let me just continue. And you can just kind of see it. Let me continue, guys. So with this, let's continue at the edge. Do not sew over this, okay? Make sure you stay on the front because as much as possible. Mean that, make sure when you're stitching, all right, see, I stop right there. So it look like this. You can't even see it because I'm using the smallest zigzag. You can't use the big zigzag, all right? Or it's it won't work, okay? And then I'm just gonna finish up on this side right here. So when I'm stitching, I'm trying to go on here as much as possible right here on this section, okay? So I'm staying, you guys can see, on this right here, and this as much as possible, okay? Okay. I can snip those off because we don't even use this. We don't even need it. All right. Let's look at this now. All right, guys. So here's your skirt. I'm gonna make it big so you guys can see this. Here's the bottom. I you can't even see it. So when you're doing this, you don't use red. I'm using the black that you guys can see. It is so tiny. See right there. Okay, so I'm using the smallest zigzag. Okay, I'm doing the edge of this. All right, there it is. Okay, so on the other side you can see it's really small. Okay, and let me do it inside out. Okay, so I stitch it on top. I stitch it on top. Okay, all right, and now I'm gonna, you can cut it off now. Okay, cut it off. I can cut this down. I'm gonna go over it another time, but what I'm gonna be doing is put it on my mannequin to see if it's not too big. Okay, if the waist's not too big. Oh, it's perfect. It's not big. So there it is, guys. Okay. So, all right. So there it is. Now, this is the bottom. Okay. Here's your skirt. That's in the skirt. There it is in the back. All right. And this is straight. It's just, all right. So boom. Here's your skirt. Okay. There it is. So what you're going to do, guys, is this. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, so here it is. This is, look at the side. Okay, if you want, you can make the skirt a bit longer and then bring it up. Okay, it still give you that same effect. And let me make bigger that you can see. Look, there it is. Okay, all right. So if you want, you can even bring this up more. Yeah. You can bring it up more. All right. All right, and then you can just and then you can cut this down. And you can cut this down. Okay. If you just want to make it stay right there and leave it, and you can cut this down. Now remember, if you want, you can push the fabric through, but you have to make the fabric like a 1/2 inch fabric, and turn it and do it that way. Okay, because the opening on the fold over elastic, here's how wide the fold over elastic is. Okay, so remember, you're gonna sew right here in the middle. Okay, So here's one way you can do it, and then you're just gonna zigzag the ends, okay? In the in the the um in the actual color that you're using. And what you can do is that you can actually, if you don't want to make it so bodycon, you can flare out the skirt a little bit. You can do that too and do this, and it still will be really nice. Um, so this is another way you can make your skirt. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for asking question. I have a whole lot to do, a list that I need to do. So, okay. So there it is, guys. All right. There it is. Okay. So I make it that it can come over the butt, even though I'm pushing it up. I make it come over because if I didn't, it would be up here. Okay. So that's why you see I measure from the behind so that when I pull this up, it's still a little bit longer in the back. Okay, guys. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming on this YouTube journey with me. Okay. Ask questions. Okay. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.